Welcome to G Fun Facts Online. Deep beneath the waves, a silent, intricate construction project has been underway for millions of years. This is nature's own advanced materials lab, where living organisms, through a process called biomineralization, build their own homes and armor with properties that often dwarf our best synthetic materials. Today, we're diving into the world of these marine architects to see what secrets they hold and how they're inspiring a new generation of technology that could change everything from medicine to engineering. Biomineralization is simply the process by which life creates minerals. It's happening all around us, but in the ocean, it reaches a spectacular level. It's not just about creating hard stuff. It's about crafting complex composite materials. Marine organisms blend inorganic minerals, like calcium carbonate, with organic molecules like proteins. This nanoscale recipe is the secret to their incredible strength and resilience. This has given rise to the field of biomimicry, where scientists are looking at these ocean builders as blueprints for our own future technologies. Let's meet some of these master architects. First up are the mollusks, the group that includes clams, oysters, and snails. They are famous for their shells, which are made primarily of calcium carbonate, the same stuff as common chalk. Yet, a mollusk shell can be up to 3,000 times more resistant to fracture than a piece of chalk. How? The secret lies in the shell's inner layer, a beautiful, iridescent material you might know as mother of pearl or nacre. If you look at nacre under a microscope, you'll see it's not a solid crystal. Instead, it's a perfectly ordered brick-and-mortar structure. The bricks are microscopic platelets of a type of calcium carbonate called aragonite, and the mortar is a thin layer of organic material, a mix of proteins and sugars. The mollusk meticulously controls this entire process. Its mantle tissue secretes a cocktail of organic molecules that act as a template, guiding exactly where the aragonite crystals form and what shape they take. This structure is brilliant at stopping cracks. When a fracture tries to run through the material, it has to navigate a zigzag path around the bricks, dissipating energy and making the whole structure incredibly tough. This simple yet genius design has become a blueprint for materials scientists. Researchers are now creating nacre-inspired composites by layering hard ceramic platelets with a softer polymer mortar. The potential applications are huge. Imagine next-generation body armor that is lighter and more effective, or biomedical implants for bone repair that are both strong and biocompatible. We're also looking at this for aerospace components, where high strength and low weight can lead to massive fuel savings. From the humble mollusk, we move to the engineers of entire ecosystems, corals. Coral reefs are the largest structures built by any living thing on Earth, vast underwater cities built by tiny animals called polyps. Each polyp secretes a skeleton of calcium carbonate. They do this by absorbing calcium and carbonate ions from seawater and transporting them to a special space beneath their tissue. There, they actively pump out hydrogen ions to make the water more alkaline, which makes it much easier for calcium carbonate crystals to form and grow. A reef grows incrementally, as each polyp builds its little cup-like home, called a calyx, and then lifts itself up to secrete a new floor, adding layer by layer. Over thousands of years, this collective effort creates the massive, complex, three-dimensional structure of a reef, which in turn provides a vital habitat for a quarter of all marine species. This porous, interconnected structure has been a direct inspiration for medicine, specifically in bone regeneration. For years, natural coral has actually been used as a bone graft substitute because its structure is so similar to human cancellous or spongy bone. But using natural coral isn't sustainable. So now, scientists are using advanced 3D printing to create synthetic bone grafts that perfectly mimic coral's architecture. These scaffolds can be customized to fit a patient's specific bone defect, and they're made from biodegradable materials that promote rapid bone growth and then safely dissolve as new, natural bone takes their place. The principles are even being used to restore damaged reefs, with artificial structures designed to attract coral larvae and accelerate their growth. Now let's shrink down to the microscopic level and meet the diatoms. These are single-celled algae, a type of phytoplankton, and they are encased in an exquisitely patterned cell wall called a frustule. This frustule is made of silica, essentially glass. The intricate, beautiful patterns are a stunning example of biomineralization at the nanoscale. The diatom builds its glass house from the inside out. Within the cell, a special compartment called the silica deposition vesicle acts as a tiny factory. The diatom actively pumps silicic acid from the water into this vesicle. There, a complex mix of proteins and other organic molecules acts as a molecular scaffold, guiding the deposition of silica into the precise, intricate patterns that are unique to each diatom species. The resulting frustule is not only beautiful, but also incredibly strong and lightweight, protecting the diatom from predators. And its porous nature is crucial for exchanging nutrients and gases with the environment. This natural nanotechnology has captured the attention of scientists. One of the most exciting applications is in drug delivery. The tiny pores in a diatom's frustule can be loaded with medication. The surface can then be chemically modified to carry targeting molecules, which guide the diatom shell directly to cancer cells or other diseased tissues, delivering the drug precisely where it's needed. Their unique optical properties are also being explored. The regular, repeating patterns on the frustules can manipulate light, which makes them promising candidates for creating more efficient solar cells, optical sensors, and other photonic devices. Plus, since diatoms can be grown in vast quantities, they offer a scalable way to manufacture these complex nanostructures. Our final architect is the sea urchin. While known for its spines, its most remarkable feature is a complex feeding apparatus called Aristotle's lantern. This structure contains 5 continuously growing, self-sharpening teeth that are strong enough to grind through rock. The sea urchin tooth is a masterpiece of composite material design. It's made of calcite crystals arranged in plates and fibers, all cemented together with a super hard calcite that has a high magnesium content. But the real genius is the inclusion of strategically placed layers of weaker organic material. This is the key to its self-sharpening ability. As the tooth wears down from grinding, the weaker organic layers fracture in a controlled, predictable way, much like a perforated sheet of paper tearing along a line. This controlled fracture constantly exposes a new, sharp cutting edge. The tooth never gets dull because it's designed to wear down perfectly. This has directly inspired engineers to develop a new class of cutting and grinding tools. By mimicking the sea urchin tooth's composite structure, they are creating tools for mining, drilling, and manufacturing that can maintain their sharpness through controlled wear. The design of Aristotle's lantern itself has even inspired robotic grippers. Researchers have built claw-like devices that mimic the urchin's teeth, allowing for the precise collection of samples. This technology is even being considered for space exploration, to gather soil and rock from other planets. However, these amazing natural processes face a serious threat. The increasing amount of carbon dioxide in our atmosphere is being absorbed by the oceans, causing a phenomenon called ocean acidification. As the ocean's pH drops, the carbonate ions that all these creatures need to build their shells and skeletons become scarcer. For corals, this means slower growth and weaker skeletons, making them more vulnerable to storms and disease. For mollusks, it can mean thinner, more fragile shells. The very foundation of these marine ecosystems is at risk. But even in this crisis, there are lessons. By studying how some organisms are more resilient to acidification, we might learn new ways to create more durable materials ourselves. The field of bio-inspired materials is still young. Replicating the complex hierarchical structures of nature in a cost-effective way is a massive challenge. But as our understanding of biomineralization grows, so does our ability to create revolutionary new materials. From self-healing coatings to new powerful adhesives, the possibilities are as vast as the ocean itself. The silent architects of the sea have shown us what's possible. By learning from their eons of expertise, we can not only engineer a new generation of advanced materials, but also gain a deeper appreciation for the intricate web of life that sustains us all. Their lessons could help us build a more sustainable and technologically advanced future. Thanks for listening to Fun Facts Online.